my name's Andy Hillier, and today's guitar lesson is going to be on the melody from Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Beautiful little song. Literally, I turned on the TV this morning and this came up straight away and I was like, beautiful melody. So I've written it all out. I've done a full playthrough, so if you want to hear what it sounds like all the way through, check that out. I'll leave a link to that in the description. I'm going to teach you the melody today, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press that notification bell, leave me some comments in the comment section, even if it's just to say hi, because it helps the video get some more views. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. In my cover version, I played it on an electric guitar, but it sounds great on an acoustic guitar or a classical guitar as well. So my guitar is in standard tuning. Now the first line sounds like this. Okay, now you can be a bit free with the melody. It doesn't have to be perfectly in time. You can do it nice and slow, or you can play it a bit faster. However you like. It's just a beautiful melody. Okay, it starts off on E6, then A4, and then D6. I'd probably use my third finger, then my first finger, and then my third finger. So you got... And then it does that same phrase again. So from the beginning, after 2, 1, 2. And then it starts the third phrase the same. So E6, A4, but then it goes into bar 4 and we've got G5, and then G6, G5, G6, G5, G6. So the whole line. On to the next line, and we've got... So that starts on G5, then D6. So that's kind of like the end of the phrase from the previous line. So if we go from the beginning up to there, it goes... And then let's start on the next note. So we've got a E6, A4, and then we're going to go to D3. So if we go from that, E6 goes. And then D4, D6, down to D3. So if we go from that E6 again, the third note along on bar 5, it goes. And then A6, A4, and then bar 8 goes, which is A3, A4, A3, A4, A3, and then E4. So let's do the whole of that line, but let's start on the third note, the E6. Rather than those first two notes, because that's kind of part of the previous line phrase. So ready, from the E6, and. On to the next line, and it's exactly the same as the intro, the first line. So we've got... So we've already done that, same as first line. On to the next line, and we've got... Okay, so the G5 and the D6, which is kind of like the end of the previous phrase. And then we go E6, A4, D3, then D4, D6, and then D3. Now you'll notice above the note there, it's got like a kind of arch and a dot. So that note holds on longer. It's like a little pause. So it just holds on, and then you carry on the next phrase, which is A6, A4, A3, and then G5. So. And then in the next bracket, in the next bar, sorry, bar 17, you'll see that G5 is held on. But you'll also see there on the A string, it's got A2, A3, A4. Now that's the end because it repeats back all the way to the beginning. We've got another 2 lines to go first, and then it repeats back from the beginning. And then you only play the A2, A3, and A4 on the repeat on the end. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's just play this line. We're going to go from the E6, so the 3rd note in bar 13. So it goes. Then hold that note on a bit longer, and then. And then just so you can hear what it would sound like on the repeat when it comes back through this, like the next time through it goes. So slight little change on the rhythm of this in bar 15, the 6 and the 4 just goes rather than. But apart from that, it's the same. And then you play that E2, E3, E4. That'll be at the very end. Okay, on to the next line, and we've got this. So for that, it goes G6, G8, G6, G8, G6. So it's. Then into bar 19, we've got, which is G5, D6, D3. So bars 18 and 19 go. Into bar 20, we've got, which is D3, D4, D3, D4, D3, then A4, back to D3, and then D6. So 20 and 21 go. So the whole line. And then on to the last line, we've got this. So for that, we're going into bar 22. We've got G5, G6, G5, G6, G5. So then down to A3. Back to G3, then G5. So 22 and 23 go. And then bars 24 and 25, we've got. So G3 first, G5, G3, G5, and G3. And you can do a bit of a slowdown, a little rowl on that. And then hold that note on a bit longer. And then it goes. Which is E6, A3, A4, A5, and then A6. Okay, so the whole of that line goes. And then it will go back to the beginning, right to the beginning, and we play the first 4 lines, and then you play that little ending that I showed you before, the A2, A3, A4. Okay, so let's put the whole song together. We'll do it nice and slowly. Here we go. After 2, 1, 2. So there you have it, that's Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Beautiful little melody. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little video and found it useful. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, it really does help me out, as does giving me a like on the video. So press that thumbs up button. Leave me some comments in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know where in the world you're watching this from, because I'm just in my home here in England and making this video, and you guys are all around the world. So let me know what country you come from. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, keep me doing this, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. Go and watch some of my other videos, and I'll see you next time.